Well, yesterday's assault on the U.S. Capitol shocking the nation and sparking widespread condemnation from both sides of the aisle. Congresswoman Kat Cammack is a Republican from Florida. She joins us now. Congresswoman, thank you for coming on. You've thought about this now for 18, 19 hours. What's the lesson? What's your takeaway from yesterday?
You know, I have to say that I'm still in shock of the events and the scenes that I witnessed firsthand yesterday. The fact that I was 20 feet away from Capitol Police with guns drawn and my colleagues from Texas throwing furniture together to barricade windows and doors is still an image that I don't think I'll ever be able to shake. But it is a sad day in our nation and in our history. But I also want to say that just as much as we have condemned the violence, the burning, the looting, the rioting of our cities and our communities over the past year, we need to condemn the violence that we witnessed just yesterday. And until we get to the very bottom of exactly who we were dealing with, who breached the Capitol, I'm going to reserve judgment on that. But right now, we need to come together and condemn this violence. We have a constitutional republic to uphold, and I fully intend to execute that duty.
And you talk about coming together. I want to play this soundbite from your colleague, Congressman Steve Scalise, and then get your opinion. Watch.
We've got to come together, and there has to be a peaceful transfer of power. It's what our country. It's a hallmark of our country, and you're seeing the White House talk about that now, and they need to, because I think it's an important time for our country to come together.
Played that soundbite because, of course, Congressman Scalise was shot and nearly killed on a baseball field a few years ago. And after that, everybody said we need to come together. It didn't happen. Will it happen now?
You know, just a few days ago, we all collectively, Republicans and Democrats, took an oath to the United States Constitution, not a political party, to uphold and defend this Constitution and the Republic. My husband is a SWAT medic and a firefighter. He was with me last night when all of this went down. My grandfather was a POW in Nazi Germany. We have lost too many good men and women who have donned the uniform of our nation in the name of service and who have put a badge on their chest. Our constitutional republic is worth saving. We have to come together. This cannot stand. And so we need people that have calm heads and minds that are looking at this through the lens of being a constitutionalist and defending their oath, not one party versus the other.
You know, you made a statement, and it was, to me, it struck home because you were saying, look, we were fighting for these people. You said, quoting here, in the midst of fighting a legitimate and most serious objection to the certification of the states with egregious election violations, we were stopped. We were stopped by people not intent on fighting for our constitutional republic and our Constitution. Instead, they wanted to tear it down. And your message to them was, look, we were inside fighting for what you were outside protesting.
Absolutely. And I have to say, you know, I have constituents up here on Capitol Hill that were outside peacefully protesting. There's always bad apples. And again, we don't know exactly who these people were. There will be an investigation to determine that. But we were on the House floor in the midst of a debate, a robust debate, I might add, on the state of Arizona and the certification of their electoral college. That was gaining momentum. We were feeling the swing of momentum on our side. But in the midst of that debate, when we were exercising our constitutional authority to object, to really fight for election integrity, some people decided that that just wasn't enough, and they had ulterior motives. So we were interrupted. We lost momentum. I can't speak to the mindset of my colleagues and why some folks change their minds, but I know that when we returned to the chamber after the Capitol building was secured, my resolve was not weakened. I continued my objections because our Constitution is bigger than any moment in time. Our constitutional republic is bigger than any one person, and I objected because it was my constitutional duty.
Right. And many have echoed those statements. Florida Congresswoman Kat Cammack, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.